What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Quern. This is now my third attempt at doing episode 3. The first one, I had a really good first episode, but then, the first really good first episode 3 recorded, and it got lost with my hard drive. So my hard drive fried itself, and I barely revived my computer like a couple days ago. And then I tried to re-record the episode 3 again, but none of my settings were saved, so and it ended up corrupting the file because encoding issues. So finally, this is my third time to charm, and so I know a good amount of, I know how to make some progress on the game. Like we were in a different area, like here. See, this is some of the saves from when I was really far. So, but we're back to, this is where we left off on episode 2. We did this, and I forgot that we didn't even do this puzzle yet. But I figured out the answer to the puzzle while editing it. Basically, you go in the order of this top to bottom, and you just go like, this is the 0/4. 0, 4 is this symbol, so you just keep doing that all the way down. So S2 is gonna be this swirl, and then T5 is this one, the S with the dot, which is right there, and then F1 is the wave thing, wavy line. And then this hook thing, 3 is the F. Oh no, wrong F. Okay, hold on. It's boop, 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 boop. Okay. So yeah, that's what it is. And then it opens up this thing. So this is like the first thing I figured out in my third episode. You go down here and you're like, well, this is new. You get a locked door. You can't go in there, obviously, because it's locked. And then you get a new torch that's actually blue crystals instead of orange. And then you have this weird bowl thing, like weird glass lantern type thing looking thing. And then you're like, I don't know what to do with that. So you leave this area. You don't need to be here. And you go this way. Actually, we'll go this way. Yes, we'll go this way. So I'm gonna sprint. Yeah. Go there. Go there. Go there. Yep, okay, got everything. So you go over here and you're like, boom, and you put this in there because the way I figured this out is there's like a picture in one of the rooms, like right before you get to this little dock area thing, that shows a picture of those little pine cone things that were in the bowl that I put in there, and then like a fish eating a hook. And so I figured that out pretty quickly, because I was talking about that in like the first or second episode. I was like, there's gotta be something with that, like it was an obvious note. I think it's right here. Yeah, see, they eat these little pine cone thingies. I really hope it's not popping up on my recording. Let's put myself offline. Okay. So you get the fish thing. You go back in here and you put the fish there. Haha. And then you're like, well, okay. And then I put this thing, and then he charges up your blue crystals so much that they're like just infinitely charged. So you take now the newly charged blue light crystal thing, and you just have blue light crystal thing now. And you see these things which you're not supposed to know about, but like, so I have this blue crystal thing, the torch that shows like the blue ink now, the little invisible ink. So now you can see all that stuff, and we can go back to the telescope. Actually, we need to do a puzzle real quick before I take the crystal off. Actually, look, I'll show you. So you go to this, and then you spin this around to where like it was first facing, and you get this, which is the symbols on the little sliding puzzle. Where's the island again? Oh, right there. Okay, give me that, and then put this back. So, and then I also figured out how to do this puzzle, just through a means of trial and error, because there wasn't really, at least from what I found, there wasn't really a like a note that did it. So you open this up, light hits it, apparently not square on enough. Great. That's what I get. Bam. So you go down, these things all pop up. You go in order, this one right here lights up. If you hit any of them in the wrong order, they'll like shut down. They won't work. It'll turn all the lights off. Then you hit the dock thing, and then you go over here. I call that the Doctagon. I called it that in like one of my episodes. Pretty silly. And then this one is next. Bam, by the little doorway. And then the last one is like right here on the bridge. Bam. So when you do all that, a new thing opens up in the like hub area, the first area, right here where the big tower is. You go here, and this thing opens up. You get this thing, and then a bunch of these little hole things. So you can see that the this lantern actually shows like a pattern on it. We can't do anything with it yet, so I'm not even gonna mess with it for now. But I do know what to do now, which is what? How did I get to the next area? So, okay. You put this up on the, can I turn this around real quick? Yeah. So you just put this up on the wall. And then, so that's there. But you have to find this little thing. And, where did I have that? Oh, so you gotta do this, which is the second slide puzzle. And you have to do it to the order of the picture I just took. This thing. And I write them down, and I just turned it upside down so that you can see it, because technically this is a upside down slide puzzle when you're looking at it from this direction. So I assumed, like right off the bat, I was like, that's kind of part of the puzzle, I bet. And it is. So right click to go into hand mode. So you want to orientate them to all be like, yeah, so you just do, it's not as tough as, okay, I say it's not as tough and then screw it up. Here it is, yeah. So you just do, you gotta get them all next to each other in that order that they showed. And then this thing opens up a key, and then you go back in here. Key to this door. Open. And then you get this.
It's time you learn the truth about this island. As you probably noticed by now, this world has no day-night cycle, nor weather changes at all. In fact, the whole concept of time has a different meaning in this place. For one who stays in this world, the relative time in other worlds appears static or fixed. This incredibly powerful phenomenon also prevents the aging of living tissue. When I realized this, I was eager to find out what kind of eternal source gives Quern this extraordinary power. It made me forget the task I originally came here for. The archaeological exploration of the Dulmerian city has become irrelevant.
And then you have this little like Latin down here, Tempus Rerum Imperator, which is time, commander of all things. Boy, and then you can just get out of that. And then there's a book here that he was writing, because it's William Maythorne's Key to Success. And it's literally a key. Haha, I get it, oh my god. And then here's this thing, I remember that was there. Okay, cool. So we have now this cylinder thing, which I don't have to do anything with. And then this thing, which is like a weird key, but you can move the, what are those, tumblers around? So yeah. I know where to use the key because it took forever for me to figure it out the first time. But like I eventually finally was like, what, this thing? This was like the last place I checked. But it doesn't make any obvious like signs that you have it wrong. Like I didn't even know these were keyholes at first. So you have this little thing next to them, and it's like, so you orientate it this way. Nope, other way. What the hell? Okay, so basically this will be to the left, so you gotta orientate them to be like, no, yes, no, okay, like right there. So you gotta orientate them to be like, fill the slouts in that spout. So like up, down, and then to the left. So we gotta click on these. Down, to left, up. Yeah, so that should fit the top one. Yeah, so that's what I did, and then it opens up that, which I think actually this is going to unlock this tower, because it kind of seems like that's what that symbol is for. Totally makes sense. This is like the big grand puzzle that will open up this giant main part of the game. That was my what do you call it? That was my prediction. So you go over here now that we have this little pentagon shaped thing, and you shove it right in the hole, and then you do this. You just follow this thing up, and I got this right away. It wasn't really tough. It did have a delay when I first did it, and I was like, what, it's wrong? And then it opened, and I was like, oh, it's not wrong. I was right. So this one is like, see, this is where we're catching up to where we were. So, because I said the writing because of this, the torch I have. So you open this up. This does something. Never figured it out yet. Basically, you pull that thing, and then it pulls whatever you had in there, and then there's like a timer. So it's like an oven for, I think for like baking ceramics, but I'm not sure. So I'll need to like put something in there. This is like a note, a little like, what's the word? I don't know. It's a clue is what it is. I went over here, another note.
This shore is special to me. The physical work I used to do here helped me calm my restless mind. Besides preventing the natural decline of organisms, the phenomenon also eliminates any need of nutrition. This means that despite the dry weather, the trees and bushes around here could easily be millions of years old. As I realized that time is no longer an obstacle, I had the opportunity to learn and perfect all of my artisan skills. This is the very place where I became a craftsman. After mastering blacksmithing and carpentry, I started to practice more advanced mechanical engineering.
So after this, I was like, you spelled practice wrong. And then I moved on to the new line down here, which is artisan of my fate and that of several others. So there's a story starting to unravel in these letters that are kind of like, what's that mean? And then there's this little puzzle right here, and I just kind of trial and error this puzzle because it's actually not that tough. You just pull it out and you're like, okay, this goes up, and then what if I do this? Oh, and it goes up again, and you're like, oh, okay. So you just kind of guess until it goes all the way up, and then there's like a pattern, and then you get a key. So it's not that tough. That one was really easy to just kind of guess on. You get a key, and then I can't go over there, so I want to come over here. There's another closed door with one of the symbols on it. So there's this thing. This is another one of the puzzles that I didn't. This is the first puzzle I actually had to like just kind of guess. So I found. Oh, here's the second key. Cool. So this is like a skull, and it lights up these things, and like you have no idea of what the pattern is. So you're like, okay. I went away because I assumed I wasn't ready for the puzzle yet. So I came over here, and you have a chest with 2 keys. You put one of the keys in, and then the other key in. Oh, I don't have that key yet. Hold on. This must, wait. Okay, I do have that key. I was like, what? So then you get more of these notes. I take another sketch of them, and you take this, which is a lever, and then you go back over here because I noticed that the this puzzle doesn't have a lever on it yet. Boop. So that completes this little puzzle. So this one I actually had no idea. Like this one took a long time to figure out. So you go into your notes. And there's this note, which is like the order of something, and then there's this note. So you go over here, and this first one is diagonal line, and you gotta light up the things that have that diagonal line. So it's this one and this one. So watch, I'll show you. This goes up, and this goes up, and then you pull this down. Boom, you get the first one. So that took forever to figure out. Like I only knew that this went to it, but I didn't understand how they correlated. Like I couldn't figure out what this meant. Like I just knew that they were related, and that these like I finally figured out that these lined up to those lights, but I had somebody like help me figure out that this was the order of them. So I was so confused. Like this one was kind of a little bit more convoluted than the rest. So far, like just because of how tough it was to figure that out. So this one's actually that one, and then you pull it again. So you get the second one. You just keep doing it until you get all of them. So, oh, what's the next one? Straight line, and then that's straight. So you go all the way down. This one goes up all the way down. Right, top left, and wait, horizontal. Yeah, top left, bottom right. Okay, and you pull it down, and then you go back into notes again, and it's this diagonal, which is that one and that one, and so you go all the way back up to this one right here, and then you pull it. Oh, and then you get this key, which actually powers this boat. And actually, you know what? We're gonna ride it. You wind it up, wind it up, wind it up 3 times, and then you're like, why are we not going? But it just takes a second. And then you go on a little adventure. You can see like the whole island. Tower. This area we haven't been. Oh, this is the little fishing area. That's a new area we haven't been to yet. And then you're like, we're gonna crash. No. And then you really do crash, right here. Boom. Oh, God. And then the game was saved. And this is actually where I left off because it was a good spot to end. Let me check how long I've been recording. You know what? As a little, like, reward, I feel like I'm going to show you the area. I'm not going to do any puzzles. I'm just going to look around as a little reward. So we've discovered a new island, Crossing Island. Okay, so there's a door here with a phonograph coming out of it, so that has something to do with sound. For some reason, somebody broke a pot here. Oh, there's a pot there too. I'm not gonna grab it. I'm gonna leave everything the way it is. Because I'm gonna reload the save. Okay. Oh, you're gonna do a sound puzzle. That's really clever. That's cool. And then there's even more over here, but I'll look at it next time. I don't want to spoil this surprise. So if you guys liked the video, leave a like down below. Sorry for kind of rushing through everything because I figured it out. But you can use this video as like a walkthrough if you are playing this yourself and you want to figure out these puzzles. There you go. I helped you progress a little bit to the next island. Or not recording. I probably want to start live streaming like Cuphead or something like that. I just want to play one of those games that's kind of like tough that you spend a lot of time on and it's still entertaining to watch, but like I want to interact with you guys on the stream level. So maybe I'll start doing like a weekend stream that like not every week, but it's like a go-to game that's like stream only, like I don't play outside the stream. And Cuphead seems like a game that would probably fit that description because I haven't played it and I need I want a platformer right now. I've been looking at different ones like Dead Cells and Iconoclasts is a new one and Celeste. But Cuphead's like just unique and I think that's a really good one that people enjoy watching. So let me know what you think about that down below. Actually, I'll probably make a poll where over there'll probably be a poll on the iCard, the info card. I'll see you guys in more of Quern, and I might start playing I will start. Look forward to seeing other stuff on the channel soon. Where I'm working on stuff. I've been busy trying to just get my computer back up to where it was before. Just look forward to that because I'm getting back to where I was. Thanks for watching again, and keep it real. 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 Real.